You need to stop eating these foods immediately. Dr. Gundry explains how 90% of your diet could be ruining your health. In this video, discover the top foods you should never eat again, revealed by Dr. Stephen Gundry. Learn about the hidden dangers lurking in everyday foods and how they can sabotage your health. Dr. Stephen Gundry is a renowned cardiothoracic surgeon, medical researcher, and author who has revolutionized the field of nutrition and health. With over 30 years of experience in medicine, Dr. Gundry has performed thousands of heart surgeries and authored several best-selling books on diet and health. His work focuses on understanding the impact of diet on the human microbiome and overall health, challenging conventional wisdom and offering groundbreaking insights into how we can live healthier, longer lives. We'll break down the myths of healthy eating habits and uncover the truth behind certain food choices that could be harming you more than you think. Stay until the end to find out the most surprising food on Dr. Gundry's list and what you should be eating to truly enhance your health and well-being. The deceptive low-fat foods. In the 1980s and 90s, many people thought eating less fat would keep them healthy and fit. They believed it would stop heart disease and obesity. This idea came from studies like the 7 Countries study, which said eating a lot of saturated fat could cause heart problems. But later, people found mistakes in these studies. As low-fat diets got popular, food makers had a problem. Fat makes food taste good, and without it, food tasted bad. To fix this, they added sugar to low-fat foods. This made people eat more sugar. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association showed that sugary drinks and processed foods with added sugars are a big reason for obesity and health problems. Not all fats are bad. Some fats are good for you, like those in avocados, nuts, and olive oil. These fats are important for your health. The real bad guys are trans fats and too much sugar, which can cause inflammation and health issues. The low-fat craze, although meant to help, actually made things worse by making people eat more sugar instead of healthy fats. The hidden dangers of carrot juice.
When you juice something, the machine chews up your fruit and veggies, then spits out the juice. And most people just throw the pulp in the trash. The bad news? That pulp is where the fiber is, and fiber is what you need to keep your gut bugs happy. Plus, fiber-rich foods keep you full, keep your digestion moving, and help you feel your best.
Carrot juice is seen as a healthy drink full of vitamins, but there's a hidden side to it. Carrots have beta-carotene, which turns into vitamin A in your body and is good in small amounts. When you juice carrots, you get a lot of sugar and lose that fiber that helps slow down sugar absorption. Dr. Stephen Gundry used to drink a lot of carrot juice and turned his skin orange because of the high beta-carotene levels. More important than the color change is the effect on your body. The high sugar in carrot juice can cause blood sugar spikes and lead to insulin resistance over time. Fiber is important because it slows sugar absorption, preventing spikes. Juicing removes the fiber, turning a healthy vegetable into a sugary drink. A study in the British Medical Journal showed that drinking more fruit juices can raise the risk of type 2 diabetes, highlighting the need to eat whole fruits and vegetables instead. The misleading promise of whole grains.
Let's move on to our next lectin offender, grains. Although they may be delicious, most grains are just overflowing with lectins. So it's really best to nix them from your diet completely. This means steering clear of all traditional cereals, rice, pasta, and bread.
Whole grains like oatmeal and whole grain bread are considered healthier than refined grains. They have fiber that helps digestion and keeps blood sugar steady. But not all whole grains are completely good. Many have lectins, proteins that can cause problems in the body. Lectins are found in wheat, barley, and oats. They can cause inflammation and harm the gut lining, leading to issues like leaky gut syndrome. Even non-GMO crops often get sprayed with glyphosate, a herbicide that can mess up gut bacteria. A study in Environmental Health Perspective showed that glyphosate residues in food can harm the gut microbiome, causing more bad bacteria to grow. The presence of glyphosate in food is worrying. It's been linked to health issues like hormone problems and higher risks of some cancers. Choosing organic and glyphosate-free grains and eating fewer lectin-rich foods can help protect your gut health and overall well-being. The hidden dangers of diet sodas.
Diet soda increases your risk of developing type 2 diabetes by a whopping 67%. Number 2, 1 can a day of soda increases your risk of heart attack by 20%. 1 can a day. And here's the bad news. As a former diet soda drinker, I was addicted to it. It makes you gain weight. This stuff is poison. And you know what we do with poison? We dump it down the drain. Bye-bye soda.
Diet sodas often seem like a healthier choice than regular sodas because they have no calories. But these drinks have artificial sweeteners like sucralose, saccharin, and aspartame. These sweeteners can harm your health. They can mess up the balance of bacteria in your gut. This can lead to problems like weight gain and other health issues. Research has shown that these sweeteners can change the bacteria in your gut, making it hard for your body to handle sugar properly. This can lead to conditions like diabetes, and the sweeteners make your gut bacteria work differently, which helps your body take in more calories from food, causing weight gain. They can also make your brain crave more sugar, so you eat more and gain even more weight. This goes against the idea that diet sodas help with weight control. Artificial sweeteners are also linked to other problems like headaches, dizziness, and even a higher risk of some cancers. By messing up your gut bacteria and tricking your body's systems, diet sodas can cause a cycle of bad health. The impact of conventional animal products. Meat, poultry, and dairy from regular farms often come from animals that eat feed with glyphosate. Glyphosate is a herbicide that can harm human health. When animals eat feed with glyphosate, it builds up in their bodies and then we eat it too. The International Agency for Research on Cancer says glyphosate is probably a human carcinogen, meaning it can cause cancer. Eating food with glyphosate can lead to problems like hormone issues, trouble with having babies, and higher risk of cancer. A study found that many food products have glyphosate and that it can be harmful. Eating animal products with glyphosate can also mess up your gut bacteria, causing inflammation and other health problems. Glyphosate kills good bacteria in the gut, letting bad bacteria grow. This imbalance can weaken your immune system and lead to chronic diseases. To avoid glyphosate, choose organic animal products and be careful about where your meat and dairy come from. Organic farming doesn't use synthetic herbicides, so there's less risk of glyphosate. The hidden dangers of fructose in fruits.
The main sugar in fruit is fructose. The most of fructose goes to your liver, and your liver is where things get detoxified, and it's turned into triglycerides. The triglycerides that fructose are made into are a fat called palmitate. Spoiler alert, the more palmitate running around in you, the less energy you're going to have.
Fruits are usually seen as healthy, but the fructose in them can be risky. Fructose is a type of sugar that, when eaten too much, can cause health problems. Unlike glucose, which every cell in your body can use, fructose is mostly processed by your liver. Too much fructose can overwhelm the liver and turn into fat. One big problem with high fructose intake is it creates uric acid. High levels of uric acid can cause gout, a painful type of arthritis. Studies have found a strong link between eating a lot of fructose and having gout. Fructose can also damage your kidneys and raise blood pressure. Research shows that high fructose intake is linked to kidney damage and poor kidney function. It can also lead to insulin resistance, which is a step toward diabetes. To avoid these risks, eat fruits in moderation and watch their fructose content. Pick fruits with lower fructose like berries and balance fruit intake with other healthy foods to stay well. The risks of high carbohydrate foods.
One of the highest sugar, highest carb diets out there, and it's absolutely destroying your gut.
High carbohydrate foods like bread, pasta, and cereals were promoted a lot in the 1980s and 90s as part of low-fat diets. But eating too many of these foods can cause health problems. When you eat high-carb foods, they turn into glucose, which makes your blood sugar rise quickly. This causes your body to release insulin to help use the glucose. If you eat high-carb foods often, your body might not respond to insulin as well. This is called insulin resistance, which can lead to type 2 diabetes. A study found that diets high in refined carbs increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. These foods can also make you gain weight because extra glucose turns into fat. Eating a lot of high-carb foods can create a cycle of high and low blood sugar, making you crave more food and overeat. The dangers of processed fruit juices. Processed fruit juices are often seen as a quick way to get fruit, but they can be bad for your health. Juicing removes the fiber and healthy parts of the fruit, leaving just sugar. Fiber helps slow down sugar absorption, preventing blood sugar spikes. Without fiber, fruit juices can cause blood sugar to rise quickly, similar to high-carb foods. Fruit juices without fiber and with a lot of sugar can cause weight gain and other health problems. A study showed that drinking a lot of fruit juice can increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Also, juice lacks polyphenols, which are antioxidants that fruits have. Processed fruit juices often have added sugars and preservatives, making health issues worse. High sugar can lead to cavities and tooth decay. To get the most benefits from fruits, it's best to eat them whole, with their fiber and polyphenols. The risks associated with farmed seafood. Farmed seafood is cheaper and more available than wild-caught fish, but it can have health risks due to contaminants and antibiotics. Farmed fish live in crowded conditions, spreading diseases. Farmers use antibiotics and chemicals to control this, which can stay in the fish you eat. Studies show farmed fish have more contaminants like PCBs and dioxins than wild fish. These can cause health problems like cancer. One study found higher PCB levels in farmed salmon compared to wild salmon. Using antibiotics in fish farming can also create antibiotic-resistant bacteria, posing a public health risk. Wild-caught fish are usually a better choice because they have fewer contaminants and are not exposed to the same antibiotics and chemicals. Eating wild fish gives you important nutrients like omega-3s without the risk from farmed fish. The overall dangers of highly processed foods.
If they're highly processed, chances are they're higher in sugar, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives, and lower in prebiotic fiber. That's the kind of fiber that makes your gut bugs thrive.
Highly processed foods are common in today's diets, but are often bad for your health. They contain additives, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. These foods usually have hidden sugars and bad fats, leading to obesity, heart disease, and other health issues. They are made to taste good and be convenient, but they lack nutrients. This can make you overeat and lead to poor health. A study found that eating a lot of ultra-processed foods increases the risk of heart disease and death. Additives and preservatives in these foods can also harm your health. Some preservatives can cause stomach issues and affect your gut health. Processed foods often have trans fats which raise bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol, increasing heart disease risk. They can also cause inflammation, leading to chronic diseases like diabetes and cancer. Reducing processed foods and eating whole, unprocessed foods can improve health and lower the risk of chronic diseases. We've uncovered the top foods that you should never eat, from low-fat products and artificial sweeteners to processed juices and farmed seafood. These foods can sabotage your health in ways you never imagined. Live a healthier life by avoiding these foods today. Watch our other videos for more tips.